guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching the Tasty Pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods, Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, July 21st, 2020. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. In high school football, there's a thing teams like to do called first man off the bus, which is basically just a team having their biggest player be the first man to walk out the door when they show up at an opponent's stadium for an away game. And when you have a guy who's 6'5", 310 pounds and shredded the way Christian-Johal is, well, I'm pretty sure that puts you in the first man off the bus territory. Jamie's in the process of prepping for his pro debut, which I'm told will be somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 weeks from now, where he'll have a chance to see where he stacks up against some of the other monsters in the open division. For a guy at his height, Jamie has a nice flow to his physique. So if his conditioning is where it needs to be, it should be fun to see how this unique mix of gifts might translate on a pro level. Texas is the hotbed for a lot of really cool things in the United States right now, including an emerging bodybuilding scene that probably doesn't get as much credit as it deserves. But maybe Courage Opara can help shine some light on the Lone Star State when he hits the stage at the Battle of Texas later this year. After a pretty quiet off-season a few days ago, we got word that Courage and his team are targeting the Battle of Texas as the place where he would make his season debut. According to many reports, Courage has no plans to compete in the Olympia this year, even if he does qualify. Instead, he's looking at 2021 and the first half as an opportunity to fix some holes in his physique. That being said, there aren't many certainties in life, so if he does get the chance to make his way back to the big dance again this year, I'd be surprised if he didn't take it. In numerology, the number 3 is said to represent creative self-expression and optimism. And if you look at Hunter Labrada's photos 3 weeks out from his pro debut in Tampa, creative self-expression and optimism might be the perfect words to sum up how people are feeling about his odds right now. Throughout his entire prep, Hunter's been one of the few athletes who's made everything completely transparent every step of the way, which is probably one of the reasons why he's generated so much crazy attention lately. But that's not the only reason. The kid obviously has a ton of talent, and it won't be long until the world gets a chance to see all that creative energy on display in front of one of the biggest lineups of the season. And finally, I wanted to end today's show with a shout out to all our fans in California, who are all probably still in a state of shock after last week's announcement from Governor Gavin Newsom that gyms were being shut down once again for an indefinite period of time. Like I said on a show a few days ago, not to overstate the obvious, but going through these one-step forward, two-step backward situation makes everything more difficult for the athletes, vendors, and promoters at every level. That being said, even though infection rates are going up across the country, death rates have actually gone down for 11 consecutive weeks, and overall, they're down more than 90% from where they were at their peak back in April. So, I guess at the end of the day, there's still a giant question mark surrounding the reason and the rest of the season and where it will go. And we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.